Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on a Monday evening. Summer of hurt, I think, is coming fast on us, and it's going to hurt on multiple levels. And I think it's going to hurt your wallet more than anything else. I don't, at least in the United States, Canada, North America, I don't believe we'll see like a famine or anything like that. I mean, you could on some level. But I think the biggest thing is going to be the price increases, how to navigate that. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and just a crushing inflation. So I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about how would you like to eat fake meat produced by a 3D printer? Yes, more on that here in just a minute or two. Yeah, crazy. But I know in the last video I did, I wanted to mention several other things and I didn't get to it. I don't like to do videos that are over 10 minutes or so because I don't like to watch videos that are more than about 10 minutes or so, unless they're just really good, something really special. So I try to keep mine at about that, 10 to 12 or less. But yes, back to this crushing inflation. It's going to just affect us on many levels, and I'm going to go into some ways to just mitigate it. But first, I think there is a war. There is some kind of war on protein in our traditional meat. We know about the bird flu that is affecting a lot of the chickens and the turkey population. That's one thing, but also the price increases. They're citing higher feed costs, the grain, but chicken breast. Experts are saying that some meat is going to increase up to 70% in price by the summertime. Chicken breast, 70%. Pork and beef, at least 20% increases here in the summer. It's just going to skyrocket. It may be a good time to start thinking about some lower cost alternatives to kind of sprinkle in your diet. I think first thing that comes to my mind is peanut butter. There are some other things, eggs, but I'm not saying totally do away with the meat, but, work in some other sources of protein as well. So we can try to offset this high rising costs. So again, they're citing higher feed costs. I believe it's part of a plan to eliminate or drastically reduce traditional meat to where it's only the rich is going to be this luxury to afford. That's what I believe. But I saw a subscriber shared a video and some information on this, and I appreciate it. Lab grown, let me see if I can describe this properly, but they are producing lab grown plant-based meat. They want you to eat this fake stuff, okay? And then they've been researching this to try to get it to taste decent. Okay. I'm going to link this video to where you can watch it. It is unreal. But then they research it, make it, and then they reproduce it with 3D printers. Okay. And they're marketing the stuff already. They got taste testers and all that. I was telling Mrs. Dawg about this, and she was like, "You might as well eat your shoe. I mean, it's not food. It doesn't look like real food. This is fake stuff. I don't know what it is." But I know one thing, the sheep will line up like there's no tomorrow to buy this stuff. I truly believe it. I really do. I would rather eat a squirrel burger. I would rather eat a gator burger. I've had a gator burger before. It's actually not bad at all. I had one down in St. Mary's, Georgia. They chop it up. They chop the meat up, and a little spicy, but it was really good. Try it sometime. As far as ways to mitigate this stuff and the way it's going to affect us, I think there's a way you can connect with a local livestock sources, farmers. Like I said, protein like eggs, peanut butter. There's some other things. Nuts. Of course, nuts are going up in price, but everything is. Stock up on canned meat. You know, the canned meat like crazy. Stock up right now before it starts getting more. It's just going to keep going up in price, of course. Other ways, other things that are going to crush us in prices. Appliances. If you know you have an appliance on its last leg, go ahead and try to replace it now. Clothing, shoes. Try to find deals on that right now. Um, Auto maintenance, battery. If your auto battery is more than 2 years old, somebody mentioned this in the comments on the last video. It's a good point. If your battery is more than 2 years old, I mean, we're about to head into a hot summer, uh, replace it if at all possible. If you're able, go ahead and replace that battery now before, if you wait 6 months from now, it's going to be more expensive. It could just die on you. So uh, we've got rain barrels. We bought a couple of rain barrels that we're using. We've attached, trying to rig to our gutters. So that's something to maybe save on watering your garden. Evaluate your expenses. What can you cut from insurance to all other kind of anything other than food and medications. What can you cut? What can you do yourself? Insurance. We'll talk a little bit about insurance. Now, I firmly believe you should have life insurance. Absolutely. You can shop around for it. Your home, your auto, you got to have insurance on that. Shop it. Make sure you're not overpaying. I need to do that. I really do. We've had the same for a long time. There may be something out there cheaper. Um, Medical, health insurance. And this is different for everybody, depending on your health. But Mrs. Dawg and I were looking at our paycheck stubs, and when you really look at it, what is being taken out, it keeps going up every year. What is being taken out of your check for health insurance? It's unreal. Really add it up, and it really does hit you hard. It makes us question. What if you can roll the dice and say, well, I'm just going to do without it. I'm going to take that extra money that they've been taking out and put it in some other fund and save that for when I do need to go to the doctor, when I need something done. Uh, we're considering that, or maybe considering some other type of insurance. I don't know, but it's getting ridiculous. It really is. And then when you add on nickel and diming you on all the other stuff, your long-term insurance, your short-term disability, long-term disability, life, dental, vision. It's like you look at your check and it's like, dang, where'd it go? So again, just look at all that, analyze it, and see where you can save. All right. I'm not telling y'all don't go with it without insurance. I'm in no way, I'm not an expert on this, but we're analyzing all of ours and see what we can do. But it's tough. It's tough decisions, very tough decisions to make. A lot of people are going to be making decisions on, can I afford food? I need to pay my insurance as well, and I need to pay the electric bill. All of those ends are not going to meet for a lot of folks. And that's a tough thing. And then on top of that, you got, like I said, clothes, your appliances may wear out. If you own a home, some stuff that is about to wear out, you need to keep that up. So it can be overwhelming, and that's why I say it can crush you. So try to nick away at some of this stuff if you can. Try to mitigate it. All right. A good verse today is Matthew. This is from Matthew chapter 10, verses 31 through 33. Says, "Fear not, therefore you are of more value than many sparrows. So everyone who acknowledges me before men, I also acknowledge before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, I also will deny before my Father who is in heaven. That's pretty straightforward right there. Really add nothing to that. You guys take care. Be safe out there. God bless you. I'll see you soon.